How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Today we're talking about Wise, or it used to be known as TransferWise. So many of you are going to be familiar with this, but many of you maybe not. This is, for me, the best website or service to use when sending money from, let's say, GBP or pound through to another currency. So when would this be useful? When would you need to use this? Well, two reasons. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about both in this video, but the first reason is if you're selling, even EFN, European Fulfillment Network, from the UK, you're making some sales in Europe, it's best to get your currencies sent to a business TransferWise account because the conversion fee, the fee to convert from the euros to pounds, is one of the most competitive prices that you can find online. So it is worth doing that much more than, say, sending to your bank account. So you're actually able to open a free account on TransferWise or Wise now, and then convert for a very small nominal fee your euros into pounds. And then from that, you can then withdraw your money to your normal business account for obviously no extra fees, because it's then going to be pound to pound, right? Now, the reason I'm actually talking about this video is to do with paying virtual assistants. Paying virtual assistants is one of the sort of things that you've got to get your head around in terms of, if you're getting from the Philippines, it's going to be Filipino pesos. If it's from another country, then it's going to be whatever their currency is, right? Now with Wise, again, for a very small nominal fee, you can send pounds into Filipino pesos if we're going to use my virtual assistants, for example. And that way it's a very small fee for you. It's very quick and easy. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute max to actually kind of go through the process, and I'll show you that in a minute. And they get their money within 24 hours to 48 hours, depending on the bank that they use and all that kind of stuff, if it's a weekend. And it's very simple, easy, and the fees are a lot less than if you use any other software. If you do it through your own bank account, for example, if you want to send an international payment, you don't want to be doing that. You want to be doing it through a free Wise account. Now, of course, go ahead and sign up either personal or business. Obviously, if you're using a business account, sign up for a business. You have to submit all your documents just like you would any bank account. And once it's open, you'll be able to jump onto a page like this. Now, what you can do is you can go ahead and actually add different currencies if you want. It's very easy. You can see here open. You can go ahead and click that and just add the currencies you want. I've got dollar, peso, euro, euros, and pounds. I think you start off with a pound and you can add as you go. Then what you want to do, obviously you can see here I have a balance of £68, is you want to top up this. So the way that I do it is I just send money to this account, because you get a sort code and account number in the British pounds. So of course I click on it and it should take me to it. I'm going to hide obviously this information, but you can see there's a sort code and account number here. Well, you can't see it, I'll hide it, but you get what I mean. There will be here. And what you can do is obviously, well, what I do is the euros I get paid to Wise from selling in Europe, I'll then just convert it to pounds, and then I usually pay my VAs with that. Okay, but right now I have £68, so not enough to pay my VAs. In the case I need to send money, I just send money usually from Sterling, but you can pretty much send it from any bank account, because it's just going to be a pound transaction. So it's just like sending pounds to another account. It's free. You just type in the sort code account number and you can send it across. Okay, pretty straightforward and easy. Obviously you can earn £50 if you sign up using my link if you don't have a TransferWise, or you can just go directly to the website and get nothing. So it's up to you, either or. Or if you've already got an account, perfect. So let's just go through the process of sending money to a virtual assistant. So you can see here, there's lots of different ways to do it, to be fair. You can go ahead and click single payment, send money. You could schedule payments if you want. I don't schedule because I don't know if I've got money in the account, so if I've got to send the money anyway, I might as well just do the transaction afterwards. But if you've got funds in here all the time, if you sell quite a lot in Europe, for example, and it's always got enough to cover your VAs, then fine, fair enough. You can just set up a schedule, or you could do batch if you want. But I just use two. I have two VAs, so I just do 2 single payments, and that's it. It's about 30 seconds, give or take, and easy. So or you can go into recipients and pay them that way. So I just save the VAs under recipients, and then obviously all the data is saved. So we're gonna do it this way. Click single payment, and then what you want to do is select your Wise balance. So you can send it from bank account, but I'll just top up my my Wise account, just because then it reduces any friction. It reduces any of those layers, like send from a bank account, and then my bank account takes some time to send it, and then it's got to go through Wise, and I'd rather just send the money in. It takes you 10 seconds to send money from bank account to a saved address on my app, Wise is saved, and then it's pretty much instantly delivered to the account on my Wise account, and then I send it. Then you can see here, obviously it gives you, you want to send an amount. So depending on the amount, usually you won't know what it is in pounds, but you'll know what it is in Filipino pesos, right? So it could be, I don't know, something like 12,500 per 2 weeks, or it could be 13,500 per 2 weeks, whatever it ends up being that you pay your VAs. You would type in the amount that you want to send them. You can see here, obviously I don't have enough money, which is fine. But you can see here, if I just went and did, let's just do this so we can, as an example, because I have enough to cover it. You can see here it's going to cost me 70p. But if you were going to send, 12,500, the amount that you pay in fees is £1.50, which is a lot cheaper than if you're doing it through any other provider, ultimately. And if you type in 25,000, the fees probably do reduce if you paid them in a month sum. So that's 244. Yeah, that would be, so if you did 2 lots of this, it's like £3 something, and it's not much difference, for the sake of 30p or 60p or whatever it is, I'm not too worried, but you can kind of get what I'm talking about, right? And you can see here, obviously balance transfer fee is that, total amount will cover is this. Don't really know what that means, but I guess they covered this, I don't know. Basically, they always have great rates. They're the most competitive rates on the market, so you're getting, as in you're using as least of pounds as possible, which is obviously saving you money potentially. Yeah, nothing crazy, but it adds up if you have a VA for a long time. Go ahead and wanting to obviously send it, you can click the compare price here if you really want to see the exchange rate. You can see here you're getting 71.5 pesos per pound. You can go here, NatWest, RBS. This is obviously Wise. There's a couple of others like Monzo and that, but Monzo's powered by Wise. Interesting. Transparency fees a little less. Recipient gets this much. Yeah, so it's nothing crazy, but you can see overall, looking at this, Wise is the best one, just through their website. And it should arrive within 25 minutes. So it doesn't always instantly take that long. Sometimes it can take a little longer, depending if it's a weekend or when you're actually sending it in terms of the time that you're sending it, but you get the feel. It's pretty much quick. That's pretty what we want. We want the VAs to get paid, right? Then you can go ahead, I've got some VAs saved in here. Again, I'll hide some of their details so you can't see it, but I'll go ahead and select the recipient, or you can add a new recipient if you want. Again, it'll ask you for the reason. Usually I put other business expenses, not salary. The reason I don't put salary is because it will show up as a salary payment, but really because they're not employed by us directly in terms of tax reasons. They're basically they're self-employed contractors, so it's a consultancy fee expense that we would have as a business, not a salary payment expense, which is different. Like if you were doing your year-end accounts, it's recorded differently. Then you would, so for this example, I would click other business expenses, continue. It will give you a little bit of an overview, confirm and send. It says you'll send this much money, the fees attributed to it, balance afterwards, blah blah blah. Give you all their details, and it will say send schedule. You can edit it and send it later, but I always just do it now. It should arrive by Saturday. I'm doing this video on Friday, so it will arrive the next day. You can send and add a reference for them. I don't usually do that, but you can do if you want to just make it a little bit clearer for them so they know what's going on. Then you would click confirm and send, and just like that. I think you have to type in your password potentially just to confirm it, but I don't want to click it and actually send my VA money. So right now, well, definitely 100 Filipino pesos. And that's pretty much it. And then once that's done, it will come up with a little loading screen. It will take about, I don't know, 10 seconds to basically process it. It will come up with a little loading screen with a bar that moves. And once that's finished moving, it will say complete or send, but you can just go off and click the X button. You don't need to wait. And then it will just automatically get sent to them, no problems, and they get paid. So that's pretty much it. Nice, easy video. You know, if you're not using Wise, obviously you can use the link below. So what you can do here is if you click the earn 50, well, if you have an account, you could obviously sign up other people, but let's see what it says. So it says that they get, so if you sign up with the link below, you get a fee-free transfer up to £500 when you use the link. So those fees that I showed you a minute ago, up to £500, you actually get a fee free, which isn't crazy, but it's a saving, right? You know, if you think about it, it's just, if you're going to go on to Wise anyway, why not use the link? And I'll get a little bit of a reward. Same country transactions do not apply. I'll get a reward when someone sends over, well, actually it's quite difficult to even get that £50 when 3 friends, but okay, you get what I mean. So I'll leave this link below. If you want to use it, you can. If you really don't want to use it, that's fine. Go ahead and just go to wise.com, I believe. Hang on, what does it say up here? Yeah, wise.com. And it will automatically set you up, and you can go ahead and sign in and create an account, all that kind of thing. I do have a personal account and a business account on this, just because if I'm going to use it, there's a potential I might use it in the future to send to another currency personally, because I live in Europe as well. But again, probably the one you want is the business account. Set it up under your business name, like for example, if you have a limited company, set it up in a limited company, process everything exactly as you would normally, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Go ahead and get started sending money to your virtual assistants. Anyway, enough from me. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.